old school marketing still work, especially for home organizers or other home service business professionals? Let's see. Hey there, it's Melissa Merrill from Pro Organizer Bootcamp. Today, I would like to chat with you about why I think old school marketing does still work for home organizers. So a few things here. Old school marketing, I'm not talking about getting a billboard as a home organizer, obviously, being on a radio show, things like that. Those are like really, really old school, and those are probably more for like attorneys, lawyers, insurance folks, things like that. As a home organizer, you're not trying to meet thousands and thousands and thousands of people. You just want to have your little 1% of your market share within your local community of the business that you can secure. So maybe that's 200 sessions a year, 300 sessions a year if you're growing a team and scaling and hiring other people in your home organization business. But again, you're not trying to reach the absolute masses. You're trying to meet probably about 1% of your local community. So if you do that first market share exercise that you might have seen me do in other videos here on YouTube, is figuring out how many people are in your county, in your area, and then trying to figure out what 1% of that is. So for example, in San Diego County, when I first started building my own business, Let's Get You Organized back in 2011, we had about 3.3 million people in San Diego County. I knew that if I could secure just 1% of that, I could pay my bills the rest of the year, right? And be able to grow and scale and really create a name for myself in the pro organizer community. So first step is to figure out your market share. First step is to figure out, okay, I'm not trying to reach the absolute masses. And so I wanted to preface that video preface this video with that statistic there. So that being said, old school marketing still does work as far as business cards, postcards, door hangings, things like that. So let's chat about it. You can actually use Canva, which again is my favorite graphic design tool, graphic design resource. If you want to check out the pro version, you can find my link down in the description below. But Canva, it's canva.com, basically Canvas without the S. You can use this to create cheap business cards. You can get about 50 to 100 business cards for like $15. Business cards are still a great thing to have on hand, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Same thing with postcards or like mini brochures or flyers. What you want to do with those, once you order them, say that you go to Canva, you create some, doesn't have to be, first and final version, because again, they're very cheap. So you can get as many of these as you want when you're just starting out and try to play with it, try to play with the colors, try to play with the fonts. Sometimes the first version that you get back might be a little bit too small to read, or the colors might be a little bit off and not exactly what you were hoping for. Again, start small, start with little batches of like 50 cards or at the most 100 cards, because things might change and grow as you're evolving in your business. So once you have those marketing resources on hand, again, you can order them directly through Canva and design them directly in the app there. Business cards, postcards, or mini flyers, what you're going to want to do is go around your town and find all of those little cork bulletin boards that still exist. Again, this is an old school marketing tactic, and start putting your stuff everywhere. Everywhere that anybody else is already listed. Again, you don't want to like take up somebody's space and post where you're not supposed to post, but you can always ask if it's okay. Otherwise, if you see that tons of other people have been posting, painters, contractors, handymen, housekeepers, realtors, home stagers, all of these other businesses that are already listed on that board, there might even be other home organizers already listed on that board. Feel free to get yourself some thumbtacks and start putting them up on community boards. These might be found at your local YMCA, a local co-op, a grocery store that's maybe independently owned, kids camp, pickup areas, community pools, coffee shops, of course, are always a great one. Not Starbucks, not the big names, usually Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf or Dunkin' Donuts, things like that. It's usually going to be like the mom and pop type shops that want to support the local business economy. Support small, support local, and these are going to be, again, your best friends. So if you want a quick video all about building relationships and networking within your local community, definitely check out the video that I'm going to link right here up above. And in the meantime, get on Canva, create some business cards, play around, start small, don't order a ton because you might want to change it down the road. Get out into your community whenever you're driving around, keep some in your purse, keep some in your vehicle. And if you see a board, go and put your stuff up. I always recommend having a few thumbtacks in your car because sometimes there's not extra thumbtacks and you don't want to like be shady and go take the thumbtack off somebody else's cards and throw them away or something like that. Like, no, bad juju, bad karma in building your business in the small business community. Bring your own thumbtacks, bring your own marketing materials, start putting them up. Chances are you're gonna start to notice more and more of these that you maybe never noticed before. So maybe you go to the exact same gym every day and you walk right by a community board that you've never even looked at. Or maybe you go into your grocery store, you grab your cart, you sanitize your cart, and you walk right in and you don't notice that there's bulletin boards all around you with local community events, flyers, local resources, and things like that. So step one, use bulletin boards to your advantage within your community. Old school marketing tactic that still works. People are going to see your card and go, oh my gosh, I'm going to take that. I'm going to save it for later. Whether they call you or not, I don't know, but at least you're getting your name out there. It's brand recognition and you're able to get organic marketing that you're really having to pay, what, 10 cents for if you look at the cost of the actual business cards, probably less than that, honestly. First, that's the first tip. The second tip is door-to-door marketing is actually legal, just not mailbox marketing here in the United States at the time of this recording. So when it comes to door-to-door marketing, you can actually also in Canva create door hangers. Otherwise, just use your business cards or postcards that you've already created for the bulletin board activity. With door-to-door marketing, you can find the neighborhoods where your ideal clients live and hit the pavement. So get out there, find those luxury neighborhoods, those gated communities, probably not if they have, strict like HOA rules about no soliciting and things like that, but definitely check into the communities where you want to work, where your ideal clients live. If you need help finding your ideal client avatar, send me a DM on Instagram at Pro Organizer Bootcamp or on Facebook at Melissa Merrill. And I'm happy to help you try to identify your niche and your client avatar and get that conversation going. But once you know who your ideal client is, their socioeconomic status, their gender, their family size, their income, all of that stuff, you're probably going to know the neighborhoods that they're going to be living in. And if you've already helped neighbors in that neighborhood, then you already know the neighborhood, you already know the types of homes. Are they, the right size that you want to organize, the right income level that you want to organize? It's up to you. Every organizer is different as far as who your niche is and who your client avatar is. But once you've served clients in that neighborhood, chances are there's other people in that neighborhood that also need your service. So door-to-door marketing, still legal, not giving you legal advice, not at liability for this video at all, but just something that I've done in my own business is actual neighborhood canvassing, which is still a great old school marketing tactic. The other thing that people often forget about is word of mouth marketing. Good old fashioned word of mouth marketing. So here's a quick statistic. According to a study done by Nielsen, 92% of consumers trust recommendations from others that they know and even people they do not know over branded content. So I don't know about you, but I get a ton of ads every day on my phone, on the websites that I'm on Instagram as I'm scrolling. And a lot of times I'm just like, no, I'm not going to buy that protein powder, or no, I'm not going to buy that vitamin supplement, or no, I'm not going to buy that because I don't know if it works. I don't know if it's a good product. I don't know how it tastes, right? But if I had somebody that came to me and said, Melissa, oh my gosh, this is the best protein powder. I know that you've been trying to lose weight. You've got to give this a try. Of course, I'm going to trust that person over some random static ad that showed up on my Facebook or Instagram feed, or, while I was doing a Google search or whatever, right? So 92% of consumers trust recommendations more than just simply branded ad content, right? So old school marketing technique that almost any business can utilize and benefit from is word of mouth marketing. Get those word of mouth referrals, get your MVP clients, your most valued people, and get to know who's in their network. Do they have friends or family that they could refer you to? These are going to be your bread and butter clients, your consistent bookers that want to go out into their local community, talk about your services, tell people that they know, oh my gosh, I had Melissa come organize my house. You definitely need her. Maybe they're saying this in their mommy group, or maybe they're saying this in their church group, their Bible study group, whatever it is, wherever you can get that word of mouth marketing. Again, this is something that people forget about, but it's a huge old school marketing tactic that still works here at the time of this recording in 2022. So those are my 3 tips. Number 1 is get your marketing collateral done and get out there and hit the pavement with bulletin boards in your local community. Number 2, door-to-door marketing and neighborhood canvassing if you think that that might be a good fit for you in the neighborhoods that you're already working in and where your ideal clients are. And number 3, of course, is word of mouth marketing. This is why old school marketing still works for home organizing businesses. If you're struggling to get your first few clients in the door, or if you're struggling because you're just feeling like you're hitting a plateau in business, I encourage you to check out my Get Clients Fast guide. You can go to bit.ly/Get Clients Fast guide to learn all about how to get set up on 4 main platforms for free, claiming your business listings and being able to get found via local search is going to be a game changer for you. Grab that Get Clients Fast guide. It's a quick PDF downloadable guide at bit.ly/Get Clients Fast guide. It's also going to be linked in the video description below. And I also would love to have you check out my Pro Organizer Blueprint YouTube series here on YouTube if you want to learn more about how I just restarted my own business, Let's Get You Organized, in a brand new town without knowing anybody. There's some awesome marketing tips in here too. So check out these videos and I hope to see you next time.